from everybody.
And pay them right. Like BJ said, don't overly extravagant pay them, I'm not going to mention names, we got eight heads making almost $500,000, $250,000 in salary per year. I wouldn't know that kind of money. I really wouldn't.
The way we did this in the Air Force was we had a centralized accounting. This was even before they put everything online and put it on the internet, right? And so what they did was every line A, which had its own objectives and agenda, a person from finance office would be sent as a liaison to work within that office. And they would report, their hierarchy was our office, the finance accounting office. So that there was always a two-way communication and someone managing the books in that line agency, so no one was ever late. It's almost like you're insourcing, even if that agency, whether autonomous or a line agency, had their own objectives, the money was still being handled by one office. Is that something that can be implemented?
Eventually, there's no reason why it couldn't be. It's just the issue of getting those people that can, the contact people, the liaisons, as you call them, between the agencies. And you would think that one administration, except for Department of Education, they're all really one administration. You would think that they would be able to speak to each other, but they don't.
That's your answer, I think. Yeah, we need to centralize the accounting process.
Centralize, or even bring back some of central all the agencies. There doesn't need to be 65. I think Mr. Byrne talked about that.
Yes.
Consolidate some of them and bring them together.
Money too, probably.
Absolutely.
If you're
And then you would have a concern for competitive salary. I mean, you don't want to not be competitive, but
Exactly.
still, you're fighting so many different agencies.
Yeah.
I think that would.
Andrea, do we have any questions from our viewers?
No, the other comment we have here is Eddie Cruz says Guam needs reorganization period so that they can combine, so they can work better together with.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
just in line,
I
Ed,
think we
with
just
what
solved
we're
the
just talking
problem.
about.
Just
65?
need to implement it.
Yeah.
We have 65 agencies?
That's what the protocol list is.
My goodness. Yeah, we need to consolidate, I think there's a bit of duplicate in everything they're doing, and we just got to go through it with a fine tune and consolidate, save money, and hopefully we'll get everybody in
sync with each other.
hopefully in a central location, one location. They're all over the place, and I don't know what's the percent. How many of them are renting, which costs a pretty.
Yeah,
A lot of
we
money.
did a report on how much leases are
Do you have
are
an idea,
costing. Yeah.
approximate?
It was a few years ago. It was like $5 or $6 million
Rental.
in rental.
Wow.
And
There was talk not too long ago when Brody Memorial School was vacated by GDOE to use that facility as a central, or at least Guam agencies can move in.
for a few.
That didn't happen. We continue to rent. I name a few of the rentals. Tax is one of them. Tax has been everywhere. Been at TGN at one point. You remember that?
And
When
down
they
in the
doing the
Anigua
right-
area to Anigua, right?
Yeah,
There
no.
initially.
Yeah, it was.
Old days, right?
We're showing our age. BJ, you want to talk about?
When we were all the Department of Administration building.
Yes.
We
I
used to
have
be.
fond memories of that building. Every time I go to a Gagnon now,
Don't bring that up because
I
that was a
know.
big fight that I had with the legislature about that away.
And that's something I actually was
Demolished.
prioritizing my first term, was to get your own home.
Mhm.
But I think the directive at the time was to build the Capitol. So that didn't happen either.
How is that going?
Yeah, that didn't happen either. So we're in a
You mean the
standstill as
Gagnon
far as.
Restoration Project? Is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
So,
I haven't seen any restoration yet. I'm just saying, I'm, you know, I'm a son of Guam and I love my island and I'm gonna stay here. I don't want to leave, but it's just got to get better. We got to be more frugal in how we spend our money. What is it, $1.3 billion now, which I'm sure is going to dwindle in the next few years. There's very buildup is eventually going to wind down. That's where a majority of the money is coming from. And so the 1 billion is probably not going to be realistic. I don't know what it's going to look like for 27. Do you have any idea, BJ?
Nope.
But again, I don't think it's going to 0.3. If it is, I'll be surprised.
unless we develop our economy, right? So that's really is
Thank you.
building an economy.
Thank you
up.
for bringing that up. We need to develop our economy. I don't care, tourism is very vulnerable to world condition, natural disasters. Anything happens, in the world, we have a conflict war in this Indo-Pacific area. It affects tourism. It's probably going to kill it. Natural disaster, of course, is going to affect our tourism. And I bring tourism up because that's always been, it's either military in the money or tourism. And tourism is not there at all. And the military monies are going to dwindle. So we need to diverse. Yeah. And matter of fact, brought it up, him and Charlie brought it up. Just diversing a little bit, BJ, from the OPA stuff, but diversing our economy. Jeff and Charlie, who are candidates, by the way, for governor, lieutenant governor, the independent banner, said, we need to develop our agriculture, our industry, maybe fish farm, growing our own vegetables and food, stuff like that. I'm a big fan, advocate of, and Jeff mentioned it briefly.
Talk about showing your age.
Yeah.
And
Well,
forget,
I'm
I
sure.
was here 50 years ago when I worked for Governor Vicky Burdell, and talk about a man with some foresight
The Green Revolution.
and vision. He was pushing the Green Revolution. That was
Yeah.
his
And
campaign slogan, the
here
Green
we are.
Revolution.
2020.
We've been talking about, we've had agriculture here
Yeah.
and agriculture. And there were more, but there used to be egg farms here and
True.
there used to be cows here and they're all gone.
No. Very true.
And that was the other reason why I passed the legislation for RCUOG. RCUOG was not going to be a federal grants program. It was supposed to be to start up industries. And I keep telling everybody, read Startup Nation. And that will explain to you what RCUOG was supposed to do. It was supposed to be seed to do that, not to move federal grants through. It was to try to take those things, figure out if there's a way that you could have some research or some cancer drug from some balati, some
We don't have any anymore. They ate them all.
or some starfish or something. But you've got to use that to pay for those kinds of research, and then maybe that'll be the seed to start a pharmacy of some sort or some industry like that. But they missed it. No, I mean, really, seriously, with the book. It's 10 years old. It is, because I passed the bill 13 years ago. It's almost 15 years old, Startup Nation. It's about how Israel by itself does more startup things than anybody. It's grown.
You know, I'm all
It's grown
about
everything
thinking outside the
about
box.
in the desert. And the same thing with San Diego, about how it's been spawned all kinds of. But you've got to do that. But Dahlia was pushing green revolution and alternate energy 50
Wow.
years ago.
Wow, yeah, we need to go back to that, honestly.
You know, and
It's-
everybody
it's
thought
running
we
is so
were nuts.
expensive.
But now we're finally having windmills all over the world except for here. The president's having problems with, but she doesn't have problems with it. Solar panels. When I built my house up the hill in Talafulfa here, my first house, I had a solar panel water heater.
Yeah,
And everybody thought I was nuts.
I know we do have the 100% renewable by 2045, but
There you go.
the thing is the price of oil is like $300 a barrel. So I think we really need to push that closer than further away, because, I mean, if we're
I
going to
mean, we
invest
had
$100
that
more-
problem in '75 when we
Yeah.
were having the crises, and
Yes.
the same thing, Iran. That was it. Was pushing, and
I remember
and, you
those
know,
days. 75, is
But-
that when it happened?
Yeah,
It was
they-
it was
yeah,
it was the
70s.
'70s.
I was lined
actually
up like
79.
everybody else, overnighting in the car. Then when we
Yeah,
get
those
to
gas
the,
guzzlers, right?
yeah, then when we got to the pump, we're out, it's like, what? After sleeping in the car with my younger brother, you know, I was driving each that
No,
time.
but you know, these have been ideas that have been around for at least
Yes.
50 years.
You
And
know,
our indigenous people knew how to grow to this climate. So if you look and see
Absolutely.
what survived the typhoon, right? You have your taro, the ground produce. So, you know, we knew how to survive through these kind of storms. And I think it's really kind of, you know, it's important to reclaim the knowledge, the indigenous knowledge that allowed us to survive over 3,500 years here.
and it's not like we were trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel was there. It's just that somehow dropped the ball, and here we are.
Yeah,
You know,
we got
I guess we're
dependent on
too. I was just
importation.
about to say we're too dependent now with importing of everything, and
Which is
90+%
increasing-
of
which is
what we
increasing
get.
the cost. Right?
Exactly. You know, the days. You know, and you can take your spam back. I'll go back to fish. But anyway, you know, it's really great having you two here. Again, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the Hafa Hour with me, Dave, telling it like it is with Senator Sabina Flores Perez to BJ Cruz. I really admire you, BJ, for knowledge and everything. People ask me, said, can you give us some information about BJ? I said, if you Google him, you're going to freak out. It's like a book. You've been everything and everything, you know? Like he was my boss as a young 15, 14-year-old as a summer youth. I think it was called CETA at the time, wasn't it?
Individual family grants.
Oh, well, that too. I remember I did that one,
She
5,000.
just did.
Yes. Yeah, as a young year, I was interviewing people for the family grant. The federal government, for a disaster.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Typhoon Pamela.
We gave $5,000 to individuals. Oh yeah, I remember that very well. Did the whole interview, true story, to an applicant, 5,000 family grant. Then at the end of the interview, took about 30, 45 minutes, I said, we're gonna have to send a out there to verify everything you said was true. You go, really, boy? I said, yeah. You know, then you go, okay, never mind. I said, wow. Anyway, just diversing from the show, but again, great having you,
Yeah, thank you.
having you both. I know you both have busy schedules. I don't want to keep you any longer than I have to,
We have some comments here, and just reading that now.
by all means.
I think they're questions, they're more just comments. Eddie Cruz says, I see deception, but that was probably in alignment with the former conversation with the budget.
Yes.
Andrew Billany said, these problems have been discussed for years with little progress. what has blocked action in the past and what can be done differently to cut through delay, deliver real outcomes.
Anyone?
Was there a specific topic?
No, so there is.
No.
And at any point, I know the senator, they do have a platform, and you can send questions and communicate with you to come up with solutions
Sure.
for your action. And then Andrew also says, well, no, says Adelup intentionally corrupts the numbers so that BJ and Burns can't effectively do their job. And that's Eddie again. And then Pangilinan Carlos says BJ's title is Maganda. So they like your title.
Maganda. Oh,
Maganda.
okay.
And those are the people that stopped through. There's a few more, so you guys can go and look later on.
Great. Thank you all for watching. And,
Before we go,
sure.
I want to make one pitch. You should.
Yes, of course.
Anyway, with quite a bit of money doing the audits, okay? My office, the legislature, $2 million. We spend almost $1 million in the financial audits.
Wow.
Read them, please. They are not supposed to be just for a bookshelf, okay? Read them.
Thanks.
So my office not only does issues the financial audits, we also do performance, and these performance audits are like management audits. We go in departments, we find out, oh yeah, you have an SOP, but complying with it. If you complied with it, you would have no problem, And some departments don't.
Either.
And if you have an SOP, then you follow it. And I was being told, yeah, they're all on their websites. And I'm going, it does good on the websites if the people in the department aren't reading it and realize they have to do A, and then B, and C, and then D. Please, because I would love to be able to not have to do as many performance audits. We have to go through and point out to the departments. But please ask those of you that listen and those of you that are running for office, read the audits. You'll be surprised what you'll learn. When you read like the financial audits, the compliance reports are really, really important, because that gives you where you can make some changes and makes affect change. But and the performance audits just give you an idea of what's happening out there and how things could be improved.
In the audit,
So
don't they
please
come
do.
with
They all
as
come
well?
with recommendations.
There you go.
And we follow up with them every couple of years. Oh, I want to reach out. If there's a gentleman out there who, for some reason, is reading our audits, and I want to thank him. His name is Sam Kim. But he has done some, if you read the and
I
the
have, actually.
Pacific Island Times, he's run some articles. He does excellent articles having read our audits. He really, I'm surprised, he's probably read more audits than my staff,
Wow.
because I have to read everything before it goes out of the office. But the staff is busy all writing. They don't all read each other's stuff. But this guy must have read all of them, because he's doing these articles and talking about how he did this, and he would quote from them. Whoa. So if you're out there, I want to meet you at some time, because I want to thank you, and I also want to know
Thank
what you're
you.
doing here.
And more importantly, for the agency
Yeah.
to make sure there's corrective action.
You know,
right? So
no.
it's not showing up again.
Corrective
next
action.
time.
Exactly.
No,
And like BJ said, when you get the audit, when it's completed, don't just put it in the filing cabinet and don't read it. read the darn thing, you'll learn something.
And Pirate Captain Pleadwell, he's watching from wherever he is in the nation. He's saying performance audits are going to be mandated with the Pirate Nation. So, any words?
Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think corrective action plans are definitely to be followed. In fact, I've worked with the public auditor on passing a bill to address one of those, basically compliance reports, right, for training. So, yeah, they need to be followed through, and so I'm glad you're following up with the corrective action plans as well. Yeah, that they can't be ignored.
BJ?
We can't continue to ignore it because that's the people's money, and we need better service. We have to have a change in the mindset, right? We have to incorporate a change in our government, so not be complacent, but always look to improvement. So something I feel that I'm used to is a continuous quality improvement, and that's kind of like what I would like to see happen with our government, is that we're there to provide service, to improve our service, and not just be complacent with what we've done in the past. And I think the audits are going to be very a good guide to that. So my hat's off to the public auditor for all his guidance, and actually his service. He could be at home retired, but he's just to help out with Guam, and like Dave said, he's served branches of government, so
Everything.
and excellently. So I think with that sort of team, we look forward to.
I went to governor. Hey,
Thank you.
we only live once. Let's do
Goodbye.
it. Final comments? Final
No,
comments?
just please read the,
Yes, thank you.
even if you just read the executive audit, the executive summary, in the performance audit, at least you understand, maybe it'll tweak your interest to read the whole thing. But in the financial audits, you may have problems, if you like numbers, follow through the numbers. But the compliance reports are just really important, because that's going to tell you what's going on in the department.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, ways you can choose to dance or not, but we're gonna play out with the pirate song. You can wait. That's what
why
we're
we
gonna
come.
play out. And a reminder, anyone who is watching us, you can play the voting game at hafahour.com.
Thank
And
you.
also, we do have a petition signing event today, Friday at 4 p.m. at Beans and Barrels at Place and Mighty.
Fantastic.
That's this Friday.
If I can also put a plug for our site.
Please do.
We also have a petition drive at Fokai Shop in Tuman from 4 to 7, I believe, tonight.
Today?
Yeah.
Can I come?
Where exactly again?
In Tuman, the Fokai Shop.
Yeah.
There's,
In Tuman.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. And they reach out to you on Facebook in case they need any information.
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
That's
Thank you.
today.
That's today, yeah.
Reminder today,
Yeah.
everyone.
Hawkeye Shop, 4 o'clock.
2 to 7, I believe.
4 to 7. Oh, great.
And we can help you register.
Yeah.
Just bring
Again,
your
thank
IDs.
you. Thank you all for tuning in to the Hafa Hour with Duenas. Telling it like it is, and we did. And so did our viewers. They didn't hold back. If you have any questions and some pointed comments, thank you very much. That's exactly what it's about here on the Hafa Hour, especially with me. I tell it like it. I have a tendency to do that. Sometimes I get in trouble. That's okay.
Guam
I always
Unfiltered.
tell her like it is.
Thank you. That's how I do it. Thank you.
Oh, for a die Guam. Hear that I come alive. Come just pirates go.
That's the song. And
Captain
Yeah,
Jeffrey,
yeah.
please well keep the compass true.
I was telling BJ I don't dance since the disco was over.
Things with the signal save our
I
start up.
haven't danced since, and I really haven't. And do I know how to dance, Sabina? Yes, I do. But I don't.
I used to. Now my feet don't move as fast as my brain.
I told him at the beginning, you're going to ask us to dance at the end. You go, I ain't dancing either. I did one show I did. Well, I didn't dance, but I did, but I know it's old, but I don't know.
I don't want to embarrass myself. I do that enough.
I know what I'm gonna do. It's about 15 minutes to 12. I'm gonna have me a good burger. Right here at Campfire Store. You know? That's right. I did it all. I don't have a chance to eat their burger every now and then. So I'm here today. I'm gonna eat me a burger before I go home. Oh, thank you. Are we still live? All right.
Time to go.
A few moments later.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Story is told in a different way. Sometimes I hear the same birds singing from past weeks, telling of their adventures since last seeing each other.
I'll make you proud, Grandma. Promise.
That's better. Okay, we're done.
The property lines.
Sir, please wait here.
I need you to stay by the car.
Okay, I got it.
Just tell me what happened.
Has been breached. Confirmed reports of multiple attacks in the capital.
Please, we're now in a state of alert.
You ready? Let's go. Yeah. For those of you that want to know what we're all about, it's like this, y'all.
It's your record. I cannot get it out in the mail tonight.
Concentrated power of will. 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100%
Come on in.
Yes, but I didn't.
Details emerging of a major political scandal shaking the island.
But I didn't expect it here. Where else would it be?
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
It took just 24 hours for us to lose control of the city. Tonight, Gotham's relying on man to save us all.
Take a deep breath and tell me exactly what happened.
We were outside the outlets when someone tried to...
Under these statutes, you don't have the authority.
Responsible gun ownership is the law. Coming from that appellate.
Before they realize what we know.
I understand the...
Only
Up to date, I'm DJ, and I'm Tony. The countdown. Sabina Flores.
we gonna run this town.
See you there.
Here.